I tell you, when you see the eagle, it's like your heart can do nothing but just swell with pride.
Yeah,
this is a beautiful bird.
Yeah, he really is.
How old is he?
He's 17 years old.
Oh, sorry.
He's just warning you. But he's 17 years old.
Wow.
We took him in as a chick. He was a banded bird. He was hatched in Saginaw Bay, Michigan, and on his first migratory flight through Sandy Hook, Kentucky, he was shot.
Really?
Yeah, so he's a damaged wing, permanently damaged
So
wing.
it was in the wing?
Yes, and he will never fly again.
Wow. How long do bald eagles live in captivity?
They could live to be 50 years old.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And then out in the wilds?
Probably 20, 25 maybe.
All right.
They're, you know, they have a rough time of it. So.
Oh, they definitely do.
Yeah.
I used to work up at Voyageur National Park on the Minnesota-Canadian border, and we would have researchers coming in, putting leg bands on the birds, and taking blood samples also. And one of the birds that they took the blood samples from had the highest level of PCBs ever recorded. Voyageur's National Park is located in the boonies, and I mean the boonies way up on the Canadian border. And it's like, how did this bird get all these poisons in its body? And we know it's at the top of the food chain. And one of the main sources of food for the bald eagles up there are the gulls.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and we know that the gulls migrate down south. And when they're migrating down south, gulls like to feed in garbage dumps.
Oh, yeah.
So all those toxins were building up in the gulls. The bald eagle was eating the gulls, and yeah, just built up in its system. But again, very, very beautiful birds.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, unfortunately, again, a lot of people, when raptors are flying overhead, they shoot them.
Oh, yeah. And it's still happening. A couple years ago, we took in 2 bald eagles that were injured. Both were shot.
Yeah, and I read accounts too of even birds that have arrows.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, and it's like, why would somebody want to shoot something like
or
this?
Or they poison them, whatever, you know.
Yeah. But again, very important part of our ecosystem. What are some of the other things that bald eagles feed upon, other than gulls?
Well, fish primarily.
Yeah, fish.
Over half the population of bald eagles in North America is found in Alaska and along the Canadian coast there, and that's because of the salmon runs. They love those salmon, and they'll eat dead fish. They're a scavenger.
Right.
And they'll eat live fish.
Yeah.
They can't carry a whole lot of weight, so the most they could probably carry would be a 6-pound fish.
Which is still a lot of weight.
Right, but they'd have to do some swimming to get that on the shore, yeah.
We know their nests are huge.
Oh, yeah.
Gigantic, because their nests serve as like the playpens for the young.
Right, and they'll come back every year.
Right.
Yeah, if the conditions are right.
I know up at Voyageur's, one of the nests that the researchers had climbed up into, they actually found a deer leg in it.
Really?
So that deer probably had been hit by a car. That eagle thought, yes, free food. And man, to carry that deer leg, fly with it, and land in that nest,
that's pretty good.
Quite a feat. But again, very, very majestic bird. Aquila?
Aquila.
And Aquila's going to show me that yes, he is he's
top
like
dog
the king.
Here,
Yes. So Aquila, I'm just going to let Aquila and Debbie step back because he's saying I'm tired. Oh, I think he hears some of the other activity going on also during Raptor Rhapsody. And I'm going to step away so I don't become prey.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Woo.